Hello, today is May 29th. We're here for it. May 29th. Can I help you?
Can you stay in the living room?
You can keep the door open. I just went live though. You can come sit down and eat if you want to, right here. You just have to be quiet, okay? Okay. Did you make yourself a toast? Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. He's in the office. Hi. He's just eating. Thank you for the likes. I love you.
Who?
Alright. Hi from Minnesota. Huge fan. What the what? Welcome. Thank you. Minnesota. Every single time I think of Minnesota, like think of the word Minnesota, I have to say it in like a Canadian accent. I don't know why. I just have to. I'm so sorry, but it has to be done. Minnesota. Is that how they talk? Is that their accent there in Minnesota? In Minnesota? Oh my gosh, you guys already got me to 1,000 likes. No. Then it's just me. It's just me. I think my brother-in-law came home from his mission and he would say that, and I'm like, oh, that's how it needs to be said. It's not as drastic as the movie. Oh, I've never seen Fargo before. I've never seen it. How exciting, though. That's funny. I am just weird like that then. Hello. If you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will get started. I wonder. Nope. Darn it. Hello. Yeah, I've never seen the movie Fargo before. Is it any good? Hello. Perfect. Okay, we are going to, again, if you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio, click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. And today we are just gonna do it in order. Hello, hello, hello. Don't start yawning, I'll fall asleep. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It is not my intention. It's been a busy day, so let's see. What's today? 5/29/25. Okay, so today is the 29th of May. I'm gonna give a little spiel on what this is, how it works, and everything. So just so you know, just so you know. So hello, my name is Kirsten Morley, your certified emotion code and body code practitioner. I'm also do belief code. So today we are just going to be doing emotion code on here. So don't forget to follow me here on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on Instagram so that I can keep doing these sessions for free. All you have to do if you want to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and we will get started. If you are watching this live, go ahead and comment live. And if you are watching this on replay, probably on YouTube, then definitely comment #replay so that I know who's paying attention. So and one more thing that would be super helpful for me is if you could tap on the screen, send some likes, or push all the buttons, share, copy a link, or like, comment, share, all the things. That way we can get this type of healing in front of people who absolutely need it. So let's get started. We're gonna do a session. So the first person that signed up today was Casey. Casey. Let's see. Are you here, Casey? I think I just saw you. There you are. Hello, hello. So, is that me? Yes, Navy vet. Hello, hello. Welcome. So, for those people, Navy vet. Hello, hello. Welcome. So, for those people who are brand new, we are doing emotion technique that helps you to identify and literally release trapped emotions. Trapped emotions are harmful energies from negative past events, and it's basically like energy in motion. So these emotions can get stuck inside of your body, especially if you have specific injuries or stuff like that. I personally believe that they can cause anxiety, depression, headaches, back pain, lower back pain, gut issues, knee pain, hip pain, all of the things. And so by releasing these trapped emotions, it makes conditions right for your body to heal itself, because that's what it's meant to do. And so these physical, mental, and emotional, spiritual pain or discomfort, so like the physical, just all of it. So once you release the trapped emotions, those issues often disappear or they become a lot more manageable. So if I watch something already, without rewatching it. If I watch the video already, can I get the payment stuff? I don't know what you mean. I have it all. Okay, so then Casey, will you tell me, are you male or female? And then what issue are we working on? 49. Male. Okay, perfect. And then what issue are we working on? So obviously you said you have it all. Which one is your most annoying? And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that? 10 being the worst and then 0 being none at all. Let's see. C.S. Berg, what video are you watching? Or what do you... Blah, blah, blah. What video are you talking about exactly? I'm kind of curious. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Depression. Okay. And then about a 7 out of 10. That's pretty high. That's definitely not where we want it. So we'll have a quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. Plug in my phone before it dies. Okay, can I access proxy for you? Yes. So what is the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? 5, fear. When did this coverage 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 7, 6, age 6. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Whew. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, age 18. We need to know more. Are you recognizing any of these emotions by chance? Let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? Abandonment. When? Shock. Oh, you recognize the shock? Interesting. Abandonment. When did this occur? Age 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Age 5. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? It might be even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this occur? Age 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. Let's go ahead and release that. Abandonment too. That makes sense. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? It may be even 2, 4. Frustration. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? It might even 2, 4, 6. Jealousy. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Man, some of these ages 5 and 6 feel, or sorry, they don't feel, they are very, very young. I'm so sorry that you mentioned you recognize the abandonment at age 5. That is terrible, and I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? 3, confusion. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Erica! What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? Can I even 1, 3. Rejection. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Ooh. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? You might even 5. Dread. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. All right, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Yay, Chris scheduled a session. How exciting. All right, and then Casey, all you're gonna do is just take one more really big deep breath, full inhale, breathe down into the pelvic floor. And exhale. Write all your feelings down on paper. You feel so much better. You know, I do have to agree that that can work some of the time, but it doesn't always work all of the time. So, yay! I just saw your session got scheduled. How exciting. Woo woo! So exciting. All right, Casey, do you want to go ahead and take one more big deep breath? And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that depression? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. Sometimes depression is a little bit tricky, especially because everybody's depression still around a 6. That's okay. If you're okay with it, I'm gonna do a little bit of resistance to healing, because I was gonna say I do feel a lot of resistance. I feel like it's kind of odd, but it's like, I don't know if you've been, I keep everything in. Yeah, definitely. So how about this? I want you to imagine just for like 20 seconds, okay? Thank you, Lana. Imagine this for 20 seconds. Allowing like your heart to be open just for like 20 seconds, and then you can close it again, okay? But I also want you to imagine receiving good things and getting rid of bad things, okay? So it's like receiving love the way that you feel like you want to, and then exhaling like emotion or resentment, or kind of like inhale positivity and then exhale negativity. Does that make sense? And then you can close it back up again if you want to, or you can keep it open. So let's ask, what's the biggest trapped emotion we can release that's causing this resistance to healing with depression? Dread. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. You need to know more. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. If I'm being completely honest with you, it sounds like you've been like, not just sounds, but it feels like you have been through hell and back. I don't know what happened in your childhood, but it doesn't feel like you were supported, like you mattered, and like you were never really seen or heard. And that's hurtful. And you have every right to feel that way. To feel like, hey, this is not cool. Like, I'm hurting, you know? So, all right, let's ask, what's the biggest trapped emotion we can release that's causing this resistance to healing? Fear. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this resistance to healing with depression? It may be even 2, 4, 6. Pride. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? Maybe even, that's causing this resistance to healing with depression. 1, betrayal. There we go. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. What is that? What is the biggest belief I want to let the negative go? So maybe understanding that it is human nature to stay where you're comfortable. So if you take that, if you can understand that, then you could probably understand that we as human beings become, like, once we've been in so much negativity, it's almost like we become addicted to the negative and the pain and allergic to the peace and the healing and the positivity. So, and sometimes the pain of the problem, like you won't heal unless the pain of the problem is worse than the solution. Did I say that right? I always get it mixed up. I think I said it right. So, yeah, let's ask. I have one more thing I want to release. It's actually a belief. So let's ask, what's the biggest belief we can release now that's causing this resistance to healing to depression? Communication. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna roll. The pain can sometimes be comforting. Exactly. And so like once you get to a point of feeling like the pain is no longer serving you, that's when you're going to be able to release it. So this belief came up. I'm not really sure what it means, but it's a part of the ego. Okay. So this one says, I have to have the best of the best. Sometimes that could mean like doing things until you feel like they have to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, then you're going to sabotage it. Like, you know, one mistake and it's like, okay, I can't, you know, you get into a relationship and they make one mistake and it's like, oh, I can't, you know, and sometimes it's a job. You know, you get into the job and it's not perfect. I can't. Like, no, I have to have the best of the best. Let's see. Do I need to know more? So what we're going to do is we're just going to hold the intention to release this belief. Okay, let's find out what the opposite positive is actually. 2, 6, 2, 6. I like this. I am content with what I have. It's almost like being able to be okay or be accepting of like, oh, what do you want to call that? It's like loving and accepting yourself no matter what the situation is. Does that make sense? So let's go ahead and install that. Whew. Okay, do you have another? All right, go ahead and take one more really big deep breath. I don't think I'm going to expect that this depression is going to go down a ton because, yeah, you have a heart wall, like a pretty serious heart wall. So, but I am curious, are you noticing any shifting, any changing? And then, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that depression? 10 being the worst and then 0 being none at all. Drum roll, please. Da, 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 da. Yay! Good. We're making really good progress then. So from a 7 to a 4, that's almost halfway. I'm really excited for you. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I would probably, like, even if you don't do it with me, find somebody else if you need to, but or do it yourself. I would release your heart wall because I feel like that's one of the biggest contributing factors to anxiety, depression, the lack of like relationships. Not saying that you have a lack of relationships, but it's like being able to give and receive love properly without like the walls, you know, kind of allowing your guard to go down just enough to be like, okay, I don't hate myself, you know? So, and and that actually helps you attract higher vibrational people in your life, which is, I feel like everybody needs. So do you have any questions? I am very curious if you have any questions. How can I schedule a session? Perfect. All you're gonna do is just go click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says schedule an introductory session. I do recommend watching the video first or second, either one, it doesn't matter. But that's where you're gonna schedule. I do have openings tomorrow if you want to get on my schedule as soon as possible. But honestly, I'm really excited to work with you. I cannot wait to release your heart well, because like I can sense that you have gone through so much, especially in your childhood, and our childhood shapes, like, I feel like it shapes how we perceive the world. And once you release the heart wall, it shifts your perspective on life and helps a lot with, you know, again, like I said, depression, anxiety, all the things. So yeah, any other questions with that? My childhood was chaotic. I feel ya. My childhood was pretty crazy too. That's why I actually got into this stuff, is because I didn't realize that there was so much toxicity in my childhood. And now I realize where a lot of it came from, which was religion. A lot of it stemmed from religion, religious trauma. There was a lot of, you know, just sibling trauma, like family trauma, all the things. So I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's do another session. So today, if you guys are okay with it, I'm just going to go down the list because that's easier. So is Megan still here? I think that's why I went military. No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's, I mean, I know, okay, so I feel like military is very bittersweet because there are some people who get in it because they don't feel like they belong. And then other times it's because they, you know, obviously there's so many different reasons, but it's a really big sacrifice. It's a really big sacrifice. It's really sad. That's just my personal opinion. I have family that's in the military and I know they love it, but at the same time, it's, yeah. Anyways, how to pay for a session in TikTok. Oh, here. So these are actually free sessions today. If you do technically want to jump the line, you're welcome to Venmo me. Otherwise, if you would like to either schedule a session, that's linked in my bio, which is the first button, schedule an introductory session. And then if you just want to get in line, then you can go click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway and enter to win. So you're so welcome. You're so welcome. All right. Let's see. Can you put me in the list? I can't wait. What do you mean you can't wait? Like, so all you have to do is just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. And then again, if you'd like to jump the gun or jump the line, then feel free to Venmo me. It's technically Kirsten Morley without the dot is my Venmo. Okay, is Megan here? Megan! Megan Lane. You're welcome. Going once. Going twice. Okay, Christy. Is Christy here? Perfect. All right, so what issue would you like to work on, Christy? Anxiety. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the anxiety? 10 being the worst and then 0 being none at all. 8. Oh my gosh, that's so high. That's how you feel, like that's how it feels like right now, right in this moment. That is so high. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Okay, let's release it. Quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. Christy, connect this proxy for you. Yes. What is the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Dread. When did this occur? 10 to 9, 8 to age 8. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Yes. What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 1, 3, 5. Creative insecurity. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, H5. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? 3. Rejection. When did this occur? 10 to 9, 8, 7, H7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this occur? 10, age 10. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this 10 to 9, 8, 7, age 7? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Can I even 1? Betrayal. When did this 10, 20, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. We release that. What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this 10 to 9, 8, 7, 6, age 6? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4. Anger. When did this occur? 10 to 9, 8, 7, age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Maybe even 2, 4. Guilt. When did this occur? Age 10. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this anxiety? 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this occur? Age 10, 10, 9, 8, 7. Age 7. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? 2, failure. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Man, these are big emotions. What is the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? Can we even 2? Anxiety. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, age 18. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this anxiety? 4, guilt. When did this occur? Before the age of 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion? All right, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Take some really big deep breaths. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that anxiety? 1 being the lowest, or 0 being none at all, and then 10 being the most severe. This is my favorite part. My favorite part. Yay! From an 8 to a 5. That's awesome. I love that so much. Yay! Everybody give her a round of applause. Woo woo! Do, 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 do. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna book a session with you. Do it! Oh my gosh, I would love to work with you some more. How exciting. Oh my gosh, I love that feeling of just like, so every single time I do a session for myself or I have somebody else do it, because sometimes, you know, I get too much in my head, but almost every single time I have a session done, I feel like this weight is like lifted, and the best. Yay. Okay, let's do another session. Again, we're going to go down the line. So Tracy is next. Tracy, are you still here? It's a great feeling. I know, right? Right? Thank you so much for letting me be a part of your healing journey. I really appreciate it. How do I know how many people ahead of me? You have, so Tracy and then you. Yes. Oh, hold on. Wait. So it is Mimi Tracy Forever. That's who it is. Let's see. Mimi Tracy. Oh, it says 16. That's not the same. But I'm pretty sure that's me. Okay, perfect. Yay! Let's do it. Okay. That's okay. Welcome to all the Tracys. That's actually my mom's name. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so let me ask you, what are we working on for you? We can do headaches, back pain, gut issues, knee pain, discomfort. We can do anxiety, depression, grief, sadness, hatred, depression. Let's do it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the depression in this moment right now? 1 being the lowest, and then 10 being the worst, and then 0 being none at all. An 8. Oh my goodness. Everybody's got some high stuff today. Let's do it. I'm so excited. Okay, quick moment of silence. We'll get to it. All right, can I act as proxy for you? Yes. Let's ask, what's the biggest emotion we can release and that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this occur? 10 to 9, 8. Age 8. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release and that's causing this depression? You may even 2, 4. Bitterness. When did this occur? 10, age 10. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release and that's causing this anxiety? May even 2, 4. Anger. When did this occur? 10 to 9, 8. Age 8. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Have you been dealing with this for a really long time, or is this something that's kind of new? May even 2, 4. Guilt. When did this occur? 10 to 9, 8, 7. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Yes, a very long time. Because I was going to say a lot of this is like childhood stuff. Like it kind of feels like you... I don't know how to say that nicely. Like you kind of like... Casey, like you grew up in a very chaotic home, but you were a very sensitive kid. Like my dad and my mom always fought. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's kind of like you took on, or like you always felt like everything was your fault. You know, if they fought because, you know, oh, I did this, so maybe they're fighting because of that, you know? So like just a lot. He was cheating on her. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that, oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, let's release some more. What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this depression? 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this occur? 10 to 9, 8, 7. Age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. What are you eating? What are you eating? Oh, nice. What's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? You may even 5. Dread. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this depression? 6. Shock. When did this occur? 10 to 9, 8, age 8. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Is your mom still with us? Is your mom still alive? 2023. That makes sense. So I am gonna say this. Hold on, let me gather my thoughts here. Okay, so everything that happened in your childhood, okay, I could be totally off, and if I am, just let me know. But it feels like you felt the need to like be there for your mom. And again, I don't know, like this whole cheating thing, I don't know how old you were, but it almost feels like you had to support her emotionally as a kid. And as a kid, that it can like not necessarily mess with your mind, but it's almost like this feeling of you had to grow up super fast emotionally in order to like support her emotionally. Does that even make sense? If I'm totally off, tell me, okay? I was answering only child. She lost my two sisters 2 years before I was born, and yes, I did. Oh, so it's, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I was 8 when my dad left. That makes a lot of sense. So, okay, so the shame, the anger, and shock, all at age 8 would totally explain like that whole situation. Shame, anger, and shock. Oh my gosh. Okay. Creative insecurity is next. When did this occur? 10, 20, 19, 18, 17, age 17. I need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Creative insecurity is kind of like an insecurity to create things. So, man, that's like, I wish I had the words to say like I have no words. Like, I wish I could just give you a big fat hug right now because you didn't deserve, like, you didn't deserve that. Yeah. So it's literally like a double whammy. Oh, that even, oh my gosh, that makes it even worse. So like living in somebody else's, or sorry, no. What do you call that? Like filling shoes that you like have no idea who they are, what they were about, except for people shoving their expectations onto you. And that's a heavy burden. That's a huge burden, and you didn't deserve that. Wow. Okay, did we release that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing us depression? Always about my sisters. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. That makes so much sense. It's almost, I was feeling that earlier. I just didn't understand, like, I couldn't put words to it. So you were not only living up to, or trying to live up to other people's expectations of what, like, of your sisters, but also trying to live up to, sorry, my nose, it's just so bad. Trying to live up to the emotional, like, support team for your mom. That's rough. And I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that. They didn't do that, but you did. I don't understand what you mean by that. Three, confusion. 10, 20, 29, 18, age 18. You need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Oh, man. If I did something wrong, they didn't do that. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. So obviously we released a lot of big emotions. Like, I can tell they were pretty intense, okay? But I need you to close your eyes. And what we're gonna do is we are going to 2003. That was 2 years ago. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to have you close your eyes, and I want you to imagine that, and this is all energetic, okay? So I want you to pretend that there's like all of these cordings or connections to your sisters and to your mom, and this is not in a disrespectful way. It's in a like I'm gonna find myself, I'm gonna take care of myself, and I'm gonna make the most of myself. So what you're gonna do is you are going to imagine your mom and your sisters, and just like cut the cords, just cut them all, and we're just gonna release all of those. That way you can live in your own body and become the person that you want to be. Because when you take on the identity of your sisters, or being the emotional support to your mom, that is unhealthy. And again, it's not like you're trying to, get rid of them, because you're still allowed to have them near you. You're allowed to think about them. You're allowed to feel their comfort. But I want you to, it's like taking your identity back, taking your power back, and doing things that are going to make you happy, and not because they're expected of you. Okay? So taking your power back. You know what? If I want to go buy myself a cake and eat it, I'm gonna do that. If I want to go get my hair done, if I want to go from like pitch black dark hair to blonde, I'm gonna do that because it's what I want, and it's literally like taking your power back. This is who I am. And if you feel like you don't know who you are, then allow yourself to explore things that you've never done before. So for example, if you've always like had your eye on Disney, like go to Disneyland, go ride the rides, go try it. If you're like, I've always wanted a massage, go do it. Like, just find something that you've always wanted to do ever since, like, even if it's just like bringing out your inner child, go do it. Because you deserve to find yourself, not based on other people's expectations, respectfully. Because I know that your mom and your sisters would want you to find yourself. They would want you to become the best version of you. And know that all of the things that happen to you are not your fault. You want to be a little bit rebellious? As long as it's legal, I support it. As long as it's legal. Okay, so Tracy, go ahead and take, or stand up, walk around, take 10 steps. I've been trying to do that for years. It's tough. It can be really tough. Okay, so go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Take some really big deep breaths. And then on a scale, how do you rate that depression? 10 being the worst, and then 0 being none at all. Yay, from an 8 to a 5. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Okay, so now that we've done some healing, I want you to visualize giving your mom and your sisters really big hugs because they love you and they support you and they literally want the best for you. And then if you feel like they are good for you, then they're allowed to stay. But if you feel like they are not, if you don't feel comfortable with them around, you're allowed to tell them to go away. And whatever you decide is okay. All right. Yay! Any questions? No, they will be staying. Okay, good. Good. So the cord cutting was getting rid of a lot of the negative cords, just so you know. I forgot to say that, but just getting rid of all negative cords so that there's no negative connection. Yay, you're welcome. You're welcome. It was honestly such a pleasure to work with you tonight. Yay. All right, let's do another one. All right, let's see. Allah, is that how you pronounce it? Your name, your username is Fearless. Are you still here? Yes. Okay, so are you, let's see. Hi, welcome. Okay, so we are gonna do your session. Is that how you pronounce your name, Allah? Where you're at on the list. It doesn't look like you are on there. So if you would like to sign up, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and you'll be able to go enter to win there. I did a while ago. Did you do it tonight? Because I clear the list every live. All right, Allah, what are we doing for you today? When you were doing, oh, the Navy guy. It doesn't say that it showed up. Are you Megan? Because I don't think that's your username. Misfit Babe. Or Caitlin. Barbara. Yeah, I don't have you on here. I'm so sorry. Okay, so right ankle is a 5. Okay, let's do it. Quick moment of silence. All right, connect this proxy for you. Yes, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain in your right ankle? Okay, even to 4. Anger. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain in your right ankle? 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this occur? Age 10. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this right ankle pain? May even 2, 4. Anger. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Whew. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this right ankle pain? 2, 4. Depression. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Yes. What's the biggest emotion we can release so that it's causing this right ankle pain? Blaming. So like blaming yourself or blaming other people or feel like other people are blaming you. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Whew. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain in your right ankle? Can we even add 1? Betrayal. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, age 7. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain in your right ankle? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this occur? 10, age 10. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Whew. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain in your right ankle? Maybe even 2, 4. Guilt. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, age 6. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in your right ankle? Even at 1. Heartache. When did this occur? 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that has to do with this pain in your right ankle? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Pride. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this pain in your right ankle? Maybe even 1. Abandonment. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did you have some type of like fallout or like, I don't really know what to call that. Like a misunderstanding with someone? kind of like, I don't know how to explain that. Recently, maybe in the last year or two. Actually, let's ask, what age? 20, 30, 20, 6, 5. Age 25? Yes. Interesting. Okay. So we're gonna like put this into a ball. This whole event, whatever happened. We'll call it I have misunderstandings several times. I feel like it's like such a big misunderstanding though, that it's like what the is happening? Like, it's kind of a big deal, if that makes any sense. It's just like a fallout, or like you're just being misunderstood, or like people are whispering behind your back and you're like, what is happening? Like, I don't understand. Like, what did I do? You know? So we're gonna clump that all into one big ball and just release it. Whew. Okay, did we release that? Yes. Do you have another? All right, I'll go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Take a really big deep breath, full inhale, down into the pelvic floor. And exhale. All right, go ahead and stretch out that right ankle and tell me how you feel. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that right ankle pain? Are you still there? My guts feel lighter and many heavy feelings is releasing. However, my ankle pain is maybe a 3. That's actually really cool though. So even though we were only able to get like 20% of the pain, it's funny that like you said, your guts feel lighter and many heavy feelings is released. I wonder if like over time, oh wait, actually, we're gonna release this cording. It's like whatever it's connected to them, to an ankle, literally your right ankle. So we're gonna release that. Literally like a ball and chain feeling. We're gonna release that. Maybe that's a saboteur. That's a saboteur. We're gonna release that. Okay, go ahead and one more time, kind of stretch out that ankle and tell me how you feel. Oh, you guys, I have such an itchy nose tonight. Interesting. Okay, and then on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that right ankle pain? That's so funny. I feel like that always happens. Like with certain sessions, it feels a lot lighter. I will go to a 0 or 1 max. Oh, that's amazing. We'll do 0.5 for happy middle. Oh my gosh. It is a lot lighter. Yay! From a 5 to a 0.5. Everybody give her a round of applause. Woo woo! That's amazing. I love it. Send some good vibes. Perfect. All right. I have a question. Yes. Tell me your question. Yay. I think I know what you're going to ask, but I'm not going to jump the gun. I'm going to let you ask it. My pain has started in March after I injected it 3 times since then. Is the emotions are from 8? Good question. That's a really good question, actually. So, my pain started in March after I injected it 3 times in March. I can visualize it in my head. Let me see if I can get the words out here. So sometimes when you have unresolved emotions, it like the pain can radiate to different places. So after I injured it. Okay. So the funny thing is that you said that where'd it go? So my pain, nope. Hold on, okay, so it says my guts feel lighter and many heavy feelings is released. So technically, I actually wouldn't be surprised if we actually released the emotions from your guts, like from your intestines, your abdomen, and a lot of the times there's like connections to specific body parts. Does that make sense? So for example, knee pain often comes from like kidneys. So if you have kidney issues, then one of the biggest like symptoms of like kidney issues, maybe it's liver, I don't remember exactly, but it like your knees hurt. Does that make sense? It's the same thing with other body parts. Sometimes like your pinky hurts and you're like, I have no idea. Well, maybe the emotions were affecting you in a different area and they just kind of were a big issue. And then, once you release them, then your pinky goes away. Even though it was in this spot, it was affecting another part of your body. Does that make sense? I don't even know if that makes any sense. So, plus we all have like tons of emotions in our body, and sometimes those emotions like actually get stuck in places that are injured as well. So that's the best explanation I can give you as far as like the age, especially if it was mostly from an injury. So yeah, our bodies are weird. Our bodies are so weird, but the funny thing is it worked. Isn't that amazing? Could that be like acne showing up when you're stressed? Yeah. So funny thing is like when you get acne in your chin, it's more of like a hormonal acne. And then and then also different parts of your body, it means certain things are imbalanced. I actually learned that like last year and I was like, oh, what? Here, I'll look it up. Hormone, let's see. Acne means in different parts of face. Okay, so when it's like hairline and like the temples is typically when it's more of like hair products and like cosmetics. And then when it's more like in the T-zone, it's just sometimes like your oils, like your skin is just like not super balanced. When it's on the cheeks, it could be from like pillowcases or like cell phones. And then the jawline and the chin is more like hormonal. Does that make sense? So plus, if you've ever done foot zoning, there's also such a thing as like face zoning. Not really face zoning, like I don't think that that's a real thing. But sometimes if it's in a specific part of your body, it also means it's different organs and glands. So if you want to get more specific, then yeah, pelvic organ hormones is down on the chin. So isn't that so cool? I love holistic things like that. It's pretty fun. So, all right, let's do, oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've done 4 sessions tonight. How freaking exciting. Okay, let's do one more. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Is Caitlin here? Caitlin. Barbara, I don't know if you're here still. I just haven't seen you pop up on my list. So the username is Katie Cole. Katie Cole. You've done it twice? Oh no. I don't know why it's not showing up then. Let's see. I don't think my username is showing up. Kate Taylor. Okay, there you go. I'm just kidding. We're good. We're good. So Caitlin, what issue are you wanting to work on? I'm sorry, Barbara. I'm really not sure what's happening. I don't know why it's working. I know it's working. I just don't know why it's not going through. Did you fill everything out and then hit submit? Gut issues. Pain level is about a 5. Oh man. So do you go by Katie or Caitlin? Yes. I filled it out. Am I on the list? Caitlin. Okay. Yay. Let me look. Tracy, it doesn't show you either, which is so weird. That is very strange. It should be like I honestly don't know what to say because it's literally working for everybody else, so I'm not really sure. And it's submitted. Oh, and hit submit. Was everything filled out? Because, and then did you also click the checkbox at the very bottom? Not meant to be today. I don't know. The only reason why you have to fill it out is because you have to agree to the terms and conditions. Yes and yes. What the heck? Okay, let me get my tech person, aka my husband. Okay, I am gonna see if my husband can figure it out. Because again, like, I don't know why it wouldn't be showing up. So Tracy and Barbara. That is so weird. Okay, Caitlin, let's do a session for you. Let's see, you mentioned you wanted to work on gut issues. Pain is about a 5. Okay, quick moment of silence and we'll get to it. All right, can I act as proxy for you? Yes, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing these gut issues? Or sorry, the pain in your gut. 3, confusion. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing these gut issues? Can I even to 4? Bitterness. When did this occur? Fish 10, 10, 9, 8, age 8. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing these gut issues? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Pride. When did this occur? Age 10. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing these gut issues? 2, 4. Guilt. When did this occur? Age 10. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing these gut issues? 2, 4. Guilt. When did this 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, age 16? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing these gut issues? May even 2, 4. Hatred. When did this occur? 6. Age 6. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing these gut issues? Do you have any other emotions we can release that's causing these gut issues? Do you have any imbalances, beliefs? That was short. Okay, Caitlin, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit, it's working. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Take a really big deep breath. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest and then 0 being none at all, how do you rate like the pain in your gut? Let's see. Oh my gosh. What? From a 5 to a 2? Yes. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. Yes. You guys. What? From a 5 to a 2. That is incredible. Yay. Okay. Let's see. Tracy, I did just get yours. You're so welcome. Thank you for letting me be a part of your healing journey. Okay, so I am gonna go to bed because it's past midnight here, almost 12:30, and I have to get up and I need all the sleep I can get. So, if you would like to schedule a session, I do have openings tomorrow, and as far as Tracy and Barbara, I plan on being on tomorrow towards the evening, so I would love it if you could get on tomorrow, and then yeah, I'll be here tomorrow, so definitely, let's see, I'm trying to think. I don't know what time I'm gonna be on though, so yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, I promise. I will try again tomorrow. The pain has been going for over a week. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you're like, let's get rid of this pain, definitely schedule for tomorrow. And then if you're on tomorrow, I'll do you first. So, okay, awesome. Thank you so much for everyone that was here. I really, 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 really appreciate being a part of everyone's healing journey. And I love you all. Have a good night. Bye.